Hey lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new channel. Right out the gate. All right, welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. As the thumbnail show, we are going to be doing Grinch DIYs today. Don't go running, lovies, okay? Because even if Grinch is not your jam or your vibe, you can still take something away and use it as inspiration and incorporate it to whatever theme you may have going on throughout your home, okay? So I thought this would be super fun because I've never done Grinch before. So I thought it would be super cute, super fun, which they did come out really cute, I have to admit. And I am going to be doing different themes as I do my next few videos, and this is just to help me get a lot of stuff out of my stash, okay, and then incorporate some new stuff that I haven't experimented with before. So all right, so I just want to say stick around because I do have a fun announcement coming up too. So I'm gonna stop running my mouth and we're gonna jump into the first project, lovies. See you on the other side. Mwah. All right, lovies, we are jumping right into this first project using this ornament wood hanging piece or wood hanging ornament piece that you can find at Dollar Tree. Full disclosure, guys, just like last video, I did all of my painting off camera just because it was repetitive in the colors that I was using basically, and I didn't use any special techniques. All right, so this was really viral a couple years ago and I was like, you know what, I think I want to try this. Okay, so I used some what is it, fiddlehead fern, I think it's called, green by FolkArt, and I painted that. That's the color I used there. And then what I did was, what I was showing you guys there is I had a gift bag, right? That I was initially wanting to use, but it was too large for the wood cutout. And I wanted to either have all of his hair or, you know, none of it. So I know that's weird. So I was like, you know what? And then I also wanted the mouth. And as you can see, the gift bag had the mouth cut off. So I just took some of this rice paper and I put it over that gift bag and I just traced it out using a pencil. And so for the life of me, I don't know why I just didn't use one sheet. I didn't know if I thought it was probably gonna be too big or something. I don't know, who knows what I was thinking. But anyway, I used two sheets, as you guys can see there. I took a little painter's tape, not painted them, taped them together. And now I'm gonna take some of this carbon paper and I'm just gonna turn that glossy side down, and I'm just gonna trace over this to get the outline onto that wood cutout. Now, I did originally think about freehanding this, but I was like, his face is a little too complicated for my unskilled self. So this was the better option. I don't know if it was the easier option, but it worked for me, so I just went with it. So it came out pretty good. I did miss some little spots here, but I just filled those in. And now I'm just going to go in with this a black paint pen. Kathy Jo had sent me this pack a couple months back, and I love them. The tip on them, I'm not a drawer or artist or whatever, so I have a heavy hand, so I'm still learning, you know, the pressure and all that stuff. But for the most part, I did okay. I did okay. It was some bleeding, but I did okay. I was pretty impressed with myself here. So then I took one of my Posca pens in the yellow color and I filled in his eyes, and I was pretty happy with this. I was like, oh, okay, this is coming along super cute. Now, again, lovies, if the Grinch is not your vibe, you know, do it a Santa, do something different. Like, you know, this is just for inspiration purposes, okay? And I am doing this decor for my bathroom because it just, I don't know, it's just something about the Grinch. And I have a sign coming up. I think it's the next project after this one. Like, it just really fits in the bathroom. And y'all probably know, if you're familiar with the Grinch, which saying it is. But I just had to try it. But right here, I'm taking some of this furry boa, and I just cut it down a little piece, just give him a little fuzzy fuzz on top of his head. Then I'm taking one of these furry or fuzzy pipe cleaners, or Chanel stems, whatever you want to call them, putting that around the neck there. And I'm telling you guys, I just really like this. So then I have one of these little Santa hats in my stash. It comes on a garland that you can get from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to puncture a hole into it because the little part of the ornament up there where the furry greeny stuff is at, it slides on there perfectly, but I didn't want to take the string off because it is going to be a hanging piece. So I just wanted to create a hole to feed that string through there, and yeah, that worked out perfect. So and I love that the hat is so tiny, but it still has that bright red pop of color. I just think it's so cute. I'm just gonna go in and add a little dab of hot glue in the back here. And then I'm going to flip the little front, the hanging part to the front because it just screams Grinch that way. And that is literally going to be it, guys, for this piece. I don't think I do anything else after that. But like I said, I just put a little bit of hot glue, bring the hat towards the front so the little ball could be hanging down towards his eye. And I like it. So I want to hear what you guys think about it. But lovies, I am being joined today by my friend Clari from Clari Creations Part 2. We are crafting our way through Christmas. She is an upcoming content creator. She's trying to reach her 500 goal. So lovies, do me a solid, go over, check her out because she is so talented. I will have her information in my description box below. Tell her May said hello, and I'll be over soon to check out what she has for you guys. You will not be disappointed. All right, so next we're going to jump into this project using these hexagons, shadow boxes that you can find at not Dollar Tree. No, you cannot. You can find those at Michael's, okay? For $1.99 if you use your rewards coupons. You usually get about 25-30% off of them because they're never on sale because they're only $1.99. But anyway, I painted them in that same fennel head fern. Is it fiddle or fennel? I think it's fiddle head fern. And I used some lipstick red paint, and now I'm going to just go in with one of these rub-on transfers that I got off of Amazon because I was tired of like tracing and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what, we just might as well go ahead and use a rub-on transfer to accomplish what we need to do to get through the rest of these projects today. So I did the whole rub-on transfer, and once I pulled it up, some of the vinyl did not come up with it. And this vinyl, I don't even know if it's really vinyl because it was kind of chippy. I don't know if that's a good word to use, but it was not very forgiving. I'll say it that way. So here we're going in with a cutout that I did on my Cricut Extra, which says think, stank, stunk. And this is why we were putting this in the restroom. If you know, you know. Okay. But anyway, I thought it was funny. Okay, somebody might not think it's funny, but I thought it was funny. So right here, I'm just going to connect these two together. I did forget to take off that sawtooth hanger in the back, but that was super easy. Once I removed it, I'm going in with some of my Aleene's tacky glue and a little bit of hot glue, and we're going to just push these two together. Now, I don't have a problem with this. I think it's going to hold up nicely because with the Aleene's, ain't nothing getting through that, you know, and you know, there's a lot of humidity in the restroom, so you may want to use something stronger than hot glue if you choose to recreate this. So now I'm just going to go ahead and go in with more of that, of those furry Chanel stems. And I'm just going to outline this because to me, when you think of the Grinch, you just think of that bright green color, red, white. At least that's what I think of when I think of him. So again, a lot of this color wise is repetitive, but I think it came out super cute. Look at that. I love it. Stink, stank, stunk. You're a foul one. I should have did that. I should have did too. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. I don't know. Okay. I know I'm getting too many giggles out of that, but it just tickled me when I thought about it. Anyway, so here I am attempting to do a bow. Now, I don't remember exactly where I got this ribbon from. I would like to say I got it from Hobby Lobby, but that could be 100% wrong. But I liked it because it had the colors in it, the red, white, green. And so here I wanted to do me a bow, and of course, y'all know, if you've been here on this channel with me anytime, y'all know I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to bows. I just don't know. So I just faked it and made it. Okay. And I made me a 2-loop or double loop bow. I don't know if it really is a double loop bow, but it's a May bow. Okay. And I just decided to do it that way because that was the only way my brain knew how to do it. So judge me if you will, but on this channel, we judge not. Remember that, lovies. Okay. So I put that right in the center because I thought this would make him look quite dapper. And once I do that, I'm just going to scrunch up those tails, as you can see right there. And I'm going to add just a little dab of hot glue under each one of those to hold them in place, just so you can see our stink, stank, stunk. Okay? I know, but I can't help it, lovies. I just can't help it. So then I'm going to take one of these little holly berry embellishments, put that right in the middle of that bow to hide that zip tie that I added to this. And then I'm going to take one of these beautiful little stickers and add that right to the top of his head. And I think that gives him just a little bit of character. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into our next project. And just so you know, if you're visiting for the first time on this channel, I love to show all of my projects at the final reveal, so stick around for it. It's just the way I like to see things, and I think my lovies like to see them that way too. So all right, so next we're taking one of these gift bags, right? And it just says feeling Grinchy. I thought that was so cute too. And I didn't want to use the whole paper bag, gift bag. I just did a fussy cut to take out the wording and the Grinch there. I love his whole vibe right there. I thought it was just super cool. So then I'm taking one of these wood hanging signs from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use some lightweight spackling to fill in those holes there. And once I get those all filled in, I'm going to sand them down to make them flush with the skin with the board, and using my zip sander there, and or finger sander. And then I'm going to go in with some of this antique green paint. Now, I chose this color paint because I really wanted him to pop. Now, there is going to be a little piece, like his foot and a piece of his hand hanging over, but I wasn't too concerned about that. Now, this is for me, so all the little oops and ahs and all that stuff, it don't bother me. So, you know, I'm like, this is for me. I'm just gonna let it ride. All right. And so once I get them positioned, and this is super easy, and again, you can take any gift bag, any print, anything, and recreate this to make it your own. But I just had to try these. So I'm using my Aliens glue stick. It is the holy grail of glue sticks. I do like it. I like the purple Elmer School glue too, but I love this Aliens. It goes on like butter and it sticks like rails. Okay. I love it. So at least in my experience, that I love it. And so once I get them both covered, now I did have to, this top piece, I will say, I don't know what was going on with it. I did have to add like a dab of hot glue to one of the corners. I don't know what was happening there, but it just was like, no. Okay. So me, right here, I took my crocodile, put a hole in it. Now I did not center this perfectly because I'm me, and y'all know how I am with measurements. And again, I say that's the MAE measurements, not MEA measurements. Okay. They don't work out for me, but it worked out. Okay. You could barely tell. All right. So then, oh y'all, okay, so then I'm taking this little sticker bow I had. I'm cutting down the tails to shorten them because I didn't want them to cover the words. And I'm just going to put the loopy part right over that. And then I'm going to take one of my small pre-tied bows and put that right in the center. And we're done with this project, lovies. I think it is absolutely adorable. Super, super cute. All right, so now we're going in with another of one of these wood signs from Dollar Tree. Now you can find these during the summertime in their beach section or collection or whatever it is. Now I painted this in that same red, white, and green. Now initially this is probably my least favorite project of today. It wasn't ugly, lovies, at all. Okay, I just think I probably should have put the green in the middle and the white at the bottom. But once I finished, I'm like, I see why I put the white in the middle, but anyway, it was a whole thing in my brain. But nonetheless, what I did here was I cut out from my Cricut Joy Extra again, Merry Grinchmas, as you can see there. And now I'm going to use, I'm going to take and do the holly leaves in a reverse sense. So basically, I'm just going to use, instead of weeding out, instead of removing the outer part, I removed the inner part so I could paint it in, as you see what I'm doing here. Now, this paint pen here, it said was dark green, but it had a bluish tint to it. And at first I was like, yeah, I'm not vibing with this. But once I took it off, it really gave me some nostalgia vibes. Like, it was like, I'm like, okay, I see it. It's taking me back to 1969, you know, 1970, somewhere around there. And I was digging it. So here I decided to add in some more of that ribbon because I felt like something was missing, but I just couldn't see what it was. Okay, now I did not finish off the back on these. Again, lovies, these are for me, unless I decide to send them to my sister or something, which I doubt, but it's for me. So I'm not going to go through that and do the whole back. But if you choose to recreate this and that's your thing, you know, if that is something you have to do, then definitely finish off your project. Okay. So, and just know, if I was gifting this to someone or selling it, I would definitely do that. So just know, I do know better. Okay. I just choose not to do better. All right, and it's always for the sake of getting through these videos, y'all. Y'all just have to understand, I move slow. I'm a lazy crafter, so it's just a whole thing. But once I added that in, I was like, okay, we're gonna add in this string one, and I basically just took this off of the gift bag, and I'm just repurposing it here. And again, I still feel like it's missing something. I'm not sure. I just like the color scheme of it. I'm going in with one of these little wreaths that I got from Hobby Lobby. It had the red, white, and green in it, and I was like, this is perfect for the top. I do wish the circle was a little bit smaller, but nonetheless, it still worked out. I do think it's cute, but I don't know. I think it might need something else. All right, Lovey. So we have 2 terracotta teacups today. All right, so we have number 49 and 49 and 50. All right, and for those who are joining us for the first time, what we have been doing on this channel is a terracotta teacup series where we take a regular terracotta pot, add a handle to it, turn it into a terracotta teacup with a theme, and we call it our terracotta teacup. So we are currently on number 50. So we are doing 49 and 50 today, as I just mentioned. And the reason being is, of course, I had to do one that was a Grinch, which is this one coming up here. And it's all pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing here. As you can see, I painted them in the same colors. I took one of those macrame rings, cut it in half, glued it to the side of the pot. Now we're going to go in with one of these Grinch ornaments that I got from Walmart. And we're going to just start assembling this. Now, the reason I chose to do 2 on this video, because the next one, I do think this is probably, that's going to be my top, I'm moving that up to my top 5, okay? Because even though it was simple, it's so stinking cute. But I thought, I couldn't think of another video where I would be able to fit it in. So I was like, okay, I'm going to add it here because it just kind of ties into the whole vibe of this video. Even though it's not Grinch inspired, I still think it ties in well with this video. Okay, and what I did there is I did puncture 2 holes in there with my crocodile, and that's just so his feet could go down in there, not all the way, but to keep him steady, because they had a little ball on the bottom of them. And then I'm taking some of these little embellishments here, and I'm just going to put them around the bottom or the back of him. And I am going to just spread them out. Like, I don't know, I probably could have omitted this part because I don't know, but then I was like, you know, the Grinch just he be spreading havoc, and this just seems like all kind of havoc right there. And I'm gonna take another one of these little wreaths and add that to the front, and I think it's super simple and cute. I really, really do. And we're just gonna adhere him to that base, and that's gonna be it for this for terracotta teacup number 49, lovies. Okay. I don't know, I gotta figure out, I don't know why I added those little pretty cute thingies to it, but it worked. I mean, it is what it is. I can always go back and redo it. It's not the end of the world, okay? So here we're going in with our number 50. Now I did paint this in that antique green color, okay? And I'm gonna take 4 of these jumbo size tower tumbling blocks that you can find at Five Below, and I'm just giving them a little bit of Aleene's tacky glue, and then I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue. So I'm doing 2 sets of 2, and then I'm going to stack them on top of each other to make kind of a block out of them, okay? And just repeating the same process with the Aleene's tacky glue and that hot glue. All right, now I'm not going to paint them. There is no need to paint them. We're doing an ugly sweater. Oh, I'm so happy. And it has a hanger on it. I was like, when I saw this, I was like, yes. Now this was already on our to-do list of doing this, but I had not figured out, like, how am I going to do this? And so when I saw this ornament, I was like, oh, the crafting gods heard me. And I was like, I have to do this. And like I said, I just couldn't figure out which video I wanted to put it in. And when I did this, and I'm sorry guys for those flashing lights, I'm so sorry. I should have warned you guys. So look away. But don't go away, just look away. But because the little wreath on there has the little light bulbs on it, I wanted to add the light to it. But I didn't know which video I was going to be able to put this in. So when I came up with doing the Grinch video, I was like, you know what? I think this will tie into it, given the colors, and it's ugly and, you know, all ugh and grungy and stuff. I was like, even though it's really cute to me, I think ugly Christmas sweaters are cute. I know I'm probably weird, but I do. So I did stuff the arms. I don't know if I did that yet. I think I'm going to do that after this. Yeah, oh yeah, that's why I was squeezing the arms, and like they feel a little floppy. So I'm taking some of these cotton balls, and I'm just gonna put those up in there. And this is just to give it a little bit of definition, to make them stiff as well, because they just looked a little floppy. Like it's an ugly sweater, so it's not. It's all it's misshapen and all that. So, you know, I was like, it just needs something though. So I decided to go in with those cotton balls, and I think that added something to it. Not too much, but it gave me that little something I was looking for. So then we're going to reinsert our little cube back in there, and from there, like I said, I didn't paint it. I didn't see a need to paint it. And once I get it adjusted, I'm showing you guys all of that. I'm going to bring that battery pack around the back, because we are going to glue that to the back of our teacup. Now I'm going to go in again with the other half of that macrame ring, and I'm going to add that to the side of this one, just like I do all of them, to make them into our cups. And then we're going to go ahead and glue that to the base, just using some hot glue. And the reason I do this is because if I want to reassemble these or do something different with them, it's just easier to have that hot glue. It doesn't require much to get them apart. So, and all of these are for me. Like, I'm not selling these or anything like that, so I don't get too concerned about that. But I just take the blow block, add some hot glue to that, glue that on top there, and I just use some like 2-inch medallions to seal up the top of the cups to use as the platform. So right there, I know it's a little out of sight, but all I'm doing is gluing the back of that battery pack, and that is it for this. Oh nope, I'm lying. So right here I have this little Merry Christmas cutout that I got from Temu. I want to say either last year or the year before. I'm just painting it in some red paint, just because the front of the teacup, it did seem a little bare, and it probably was perfectly fine, but me being May, you know, I always got to keep going. So it also has some little holly berry leaves on the side. I decided to paint those in white and then just go over it in little bits and pieces with my snow pen. And we're going to put that right on the front of the base there. And then that is going to be it for this piece, lovies. I love this. Like this, I'm telling you, it's simple, but it is so stinking cute to me. I love it. I love it. And here we are in the final reveal. If you are still here writing with me, lovies, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. You guys know I love to chat with you all after each and every video. And don't forget, lovies, I am in a collaboration today with my good friend Clari from Clari's Creations Part 2. All right. Check her out, lovies. Like, I'm telling you guys, she's super, super talented. She's such a sweetheart. She is so, so, so sweet. She's a doll. So go check her out. You guys will not be disappointed. She has such good ideas and talent, like raw talent. And I've mentioned to you guys before, it is some untapped raw talent out there on YouTube. And, you know, go show her some support. Let's help her get to 500 because that journey is so hard. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm still struggling. You guys see, I'm still struggling, but just going back to those days when I was starting out, like, it's a struggle. So just show her some love, you know, leave her a comment, subscribe, all the things, you know what we ask of you guys. And don't forget about hitting that hype button, lovies. All right, when you hit the like button, just swipe to the right. You'll see the hype button. I believe you can only see it on your mobile devices and your tablets at this time. So, you know, that also helps out the smaller content creators on YouTube to get noticed. So do us a solid. Do it. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. I'm telling you. And it's all free, all right? But I want to know, lovies, if you have a favorite. How did you feel about the Grinch theme? Okay, sorry again, I didn't warn y'all about the flashing lights. I'm sorry. Look away, but don't go away, please. All right? So let me know how you guys feel about the Grinch theme. Again, out of my norm, not something I've done before, but I just was excited to try it. I was like, what can it hurt? You know? So I want to hear from you guys. And what I like to do also is run all of the terracotta teacups we have completed so far. This does go by quite fast. So, you know, hopefully you'll see a favorite there. And if you have an idea for a new one, let me know that in the comments because we do have a running list going. Now, if it is already on our list, I'll let you know in the comments. But we have gotten some good new ideas recently. So I'm excited about that because I think we're going to hit 100. I don't know. But yeah, so let me know if you have a favorite terracotta teacup as well. I would love, love, love to hear from you no matter what, lovies, okay? So, yeah, let me know. I'm telling you, I think that the ugly sweater has to go up into the top 5. Y'all know I was like, I had a top 13. So now it's a top 14. So, but I had to bump that one up to number 5 because I don't know why, but I really, really, really liked it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Even the Grinch one was cute. I think I just went a little overboard with it. So, again, don't forget to go check out Clari as we craft our way to Christmas, okay? And again, don't forget to hype, like, and, you know, all the good things. And if you want to buy me a coffee, you can do so right here. If you're not able to, it's okay. I just enjoy having you here with me. And until the next video, lovies, be safe, be kind, hugs and kisses, XOXO, bye.